So, hello, welcome back to my channel. It's a girl, the voice by dollars. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depends on where you're watching me from. Please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share, and definitely drop your comments on one or two things that you have to say about this topic. The issue I'm going to be tackling today is a very sentimental topic, a very sensitive topic. So I will just go straight into the topic. It's OQTF. Yes, you heard me right. OQTF, which we normally call sortie, rather. Now, what is OQTF? Let's just go straight into it. OQTF is in the French meaning. That is the obligation de quitter la territoire français. That is it has come to an end when they are saying you have to leave the French soil. I will just interpret it in an easier manner like that. So many people are passing through or have this situation right now. Some have passed through their own phase and some are passing through it right now. So I just thought about it. I remembered one or two things and I was like, okay, let me share this. Maybe hopefully it will help one or two people out there. So sadly, if you get this letter, that means definitely the prefecture trying to tell you that you have come to the end of your procedure or your demand. Most likely, if you get this letter, it means that you are demanding or you've been demanding for the procedure. That is your card identity. You understand? So, or maybe you are demanding asylum. You are seeking asylum. So, it's most likely that you have come to the end of the procedure. You've passed through your offer, your CNDR, and they've made the decisions. So after that, this is most likely if you get your OQTF because the result is negative. That means your demand was not granted. So after the demand is not granted, it is most likely that they will give you in the context of this video. I'll be using the word sortie because this is the street meaning that we are more familiar with. Okay, so I will be using the word sortie, but know that this sortie stands for OQTF, and this OQTF means d'obligation de quitter le territoire de français after your demand. Okay, so not only because your procedure is finished, yes, that is the reason why you would most likely get it. It might also be given if the person is involved in a criminal or a civil act. That means maybe you don't do one or two things where they no like or they no want. Maybe a criminal or a civil, maybe you have been doing one or two faults that they might not have been warning you about. So this time around, if they've added to the brain, if they don't want it again, it's most likely they will give you the OQTF, the sortie for them. Now, like the way when they tell person say, we know they do again, we know they do again, we know they collect. So as you come they say, for whatever reason or purpose for which they give you the sortie, wetin go come happen after they've given you? Okay, number one thing wey fit happen for France, I've told you I will try as much as possible to talk about these things, but because France is part of the developed countries in the world, when I say something, you might try to apply it to your situation in your country. One way or the other, it might still work. So let's dig in. After they don't give you, wetin wan come happen now? Number one thing wey fit happen, you fit read am, obey am, carry your bag, go collect ticket. E get how dem dey give the ticket and everything. I think it's practically free. I will go into that later, some other time. That's not when I'm going. It's either you obey am as the letter dey, carry your bag and make you enter flight, or if na boat, or go back, leave their land, just like the letter have said. But apart from that, what other options can you consider? Okay, I would say to personally to me, to a certain extent, I would say sortie is like a test of patience on another angle. Yes, why am I saying this? After they've given you, it's true. Normally we do, but we all know France is one of the countries where they are lenient, they are merciful, especially if they see that this person, they give chances, they believe in giving opportunities. I'm telling you, they are very humanitarian. Yes, that's my fans for you. Okay, so as they are saying, now if they've given you, if you don't want to leave, there are one or two options. So you will get the letter. After getting it, at this point, there's nothing you can do again. The only thing you can do now is wait without doing anything. Yes, the duration written on the letter will pass. Let me tell you something. I don't know the duration. One time there was a time I've had it's 12 months, 1 year. Later, I met someone else. The person said they told he or she it's 1.5 years. And I've met an authority that have told me it's 2 years. Yes, I'm telling you. I've also seen an office where they've told me it's always there. Yes, it's always there. That means even if you are saying you're counting 1 year, 1.5 years, 18 mois, 24 mois, 2 years, even when they now type in your name into their system, the banner will still be there. It doesn't cancel. Yes, you heard me right. It doesn't cancel. Yes, only the authorities know what they will do, how it will be eradicated, how it will be removed, or one thing or the other. But that one is just by the way. I just wanted to know that. Alright, so yeah. During the period of observing your sortie, during the period of observing your sortie, what do you have to do? I know, I've seen this period can be very tiring. It can be very weary because to be on the safer side, you can't do anything. You can't buy anything because you don't have any identity at that time on the French soil. You don't have any claim, any right, nothing. The only thing if you decided you want to stay is to stay and stay put. Rien fait without doing anything. But while you are waiting, what are the things you need to do and put in place? So what can you do? Those are the things we are going to be discussing now. Yes, during those time, you can't do anything just as said. But there are some things you can do personally on your own. You sit down and then you start thinking and planning ahead. You start planning ahead. You start planning ahead. The things where you go do, where you feel do, where you go do to redeem yourself, to help your situation. Yes, most likely in most instances, they will not tell you the reason why this letter has been given to you or why this situation has been introduced to you. They will not specifically tell you this is you've committed a criminal act, you've committed a civil act. Only they will tell you that your demand has been rejected. The reason why your demand, they will state it. Yes, it's true, they will state it, but to break it down, that is because of the 2020 of the 1980 clinical you did, they will just put it under a shade of an umbrella of this is what we think, this is what has happened, blah 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 blah. In summary, they will summarize everything and they will give you this letter. But you know yourself. You will have to sit down at this point and check, what have I done wrong? For example, if it is a demand, yes, this is not a wrong. You've made a demand. Definitely, it can be accepted or rejected. We all know. So now you will now sit down and see, okay, now that my demand has been rejected, what is the next step for me to do? What are the things I need to do? For me, I would say the number one thing you need to do is get a lawyer. At this stage, I believe nothing can be done without a lawyer, a very good one. You go find lawyer. You go find lawyer. Now this lawyer go come help you take your case. I will come give you one secret upon that lawyer. If you dey find lawyer, you go dey advisable say make you go find private lawyer. Yes, when it comes to the case of sortie, look for a lawyer, number one. Under that number one, the number one under that number one will be the key one. Go and look for a private lawyer. Why they talk this one? Between you, me and you, and I. You don't do free this one, free this one, free this one, free this one. When you can't get to one point, you still can't get contribution, like I always say. In this Western world, we virtually don't have lots of natural resources. These countries depend on money, this kind of money from taxes, money from paying for faults, money from paying the lawyers. So at this point, you go and look for a private lawyer. Pay, have your receipts of payments. Not only that, the process of asking for judicial help, the process of waiting to reply, all these things will take you longer. But for you to show seriousness, at this point, you don't want to know again, maybe you are rich, you are poor, or maybe you are this. They want to see an interest. Now they want to see a salient interest in you. That contribution, okay, are you ready to contribute? Go and look for a lawyer. Get a private lawyer. Then you sit down, you discuss your issues, your matter on advance. Yes, that is very. After getting a lawyer, you need an update. By the time you finish this period, you need to come out with an update. What is happening? What is going to happen next? For example, if you have someone, maybe like I discussed in my former video, you can go and check on YouTube. If you have a family, now is the time for your family to come forward. Someone that can declare you that this person is with me, blah 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 blah. If the person has the opportunity of demanding the documents from you, this is the time. If you have a child that you have been taking care of, this is the time. Which I believe, since you've given birth to the child, you've been taking care of the child, this is the time to continue more. Do you understand? If you have a spouse, maybe a girlfriend or a boyfriend, a wife or an husband, a family, this is the time. There is also if you have been working somewhere with an enterprise before the letter came, because the moment your letter comes, even if you have a recipe or a kind of documentation that you have been using, that is going to annul it. It's going to render it at a stop. So if you have this letter, this is the time, now that you are waiting, to go back to this enterprise and see with them what can they offer you. There are some, they will give you guarantee letters that this person has been with us, this person is a good person, you understand. You need to prepare updates. You need to be checking. This is why I always say from the moment you came, you have to have been integrating yourself. If you have been going to a school, you can go to the school. Even if it is not a certified school at that time, maybe they are not giving certification when you finish. But the fact that you have been going there, you can still go back to that school and tell them this is the situation. I'll just need something that would prove to them that I'm in the system and I've been doing something for the time being. That is also this way that I'm telling you about is called a tire. They want to say that you have a tire in France. It's even possible while you've been here, you've established a business. Yes, it's possible. If you have established a business, bring out the evidences, the documents to prove this business. They want to see a tire. Not only a tire that has interest for them too. You understand? So right now, as you're passing through that phase, be thinking of that update, data that you want to give to them, that will help you and your lawyer work together. You understand? By the time the period waiting on the letter would finish, that is when you want to start a new procedure. But that doesn't mean the OQTF has been erased or cancelled. No, the time on the letter will come to an end. After it has ended, the one on the letter, the date stipulated on the letter, when that time don't finish, when they write on top the letter, now that time you and your lawyer will start work. You understand? For your new demand. But that one never means say your sortie don't finish. It never means say the sortie don't finish. For instance, now make I quickly talk this one quickly. If you dey inside the system, you get one system where you dey right now. You understand? Maybe I don't know, but where you dey, you know say na come sir, when you dey make demand for our land. You understand? So that time when you dey wait, if you get one, 2, 3 things wey you wan do am quickly. Time no dey waste for anybody. For example now, maybe you get wedding, abi marriage wey you wan do, wey you don get your spouse, wey na get na sef, wey na dey think say okay we wan get married dis days, do am quickly. No wait say make one barrier close or make one bad situation happen before you go take the step. If you get somebody wey una dey date, say una dey think say okay make we settle down, make una settle down, make una start am quickly. Una no suppose wait till when one bad situation go come push una before una go do am. For example now, I saw on the news a man was trying to get married, and at the point of the ceremony of their marriage, that was when they told them that they could not join them together. Why? They said the man has OQTF on his head. Yes, it's possible they might have made the decision and you might not have received the letter, or the letter might not have gotten to you. So any step you take during that time, that thing will be scrapped, because in the system they would have already seen it. So they stopped the marriage. They stopped it. So whatever you want to do, this thing is a procedure, is a system. You would have asked, you two would have known what you are getting into. That if you do A, B, C, D, the possibility may be C no, E minus. So as you said, they do A, B, C, D, where you don't they get to C, D before you reach E plus or E minus. You said don't they? So if you have things that you want to do, start putting them in place. You don't have to wait when the you know. So all you and your lawyer will come prepare all these new updates, go prepare all your documents, even the good activities where you don't do before the letter come, and you go come pack everything. Even you fit show them say for the country, for the person where they demand their asylum, where they demand refugee status, or you go still, if you get evidence for that time, say even that country where they say make you go, this now the 1, 2, 2, 3 things updates where they happen for that country. You go take the evidence, collect the evidence, give them. You go pack them with the document. So you and your lawyer now go come pack everything and come prepare everything for your new updates. You understand? So now your lawyer will come start work from that time. All the things where you go need, where you go put inside the documents, when I go come do new demand. You understand? And come to her. I don't tell you say this time na time of patience. They won't see maybe yourself. You really love this country where you want stay. Abi you know want stay. So sometimes if you make the demand, you know me say now one time when you make them like that, now they go answer you. I tell you say that still never close. Now them go decide when you go close. So if the thing where you now pack, if it good, they go answer you positively. If they still reject you, your lawyer still know the things from there where na go do. You understand? When I go do, when I go put in place. And very important thing, another new update don dey now. You wey you get 1 year, 2 years, 4 years, 10 years, another new update don dey. If you commit anything, wey you do anything wey bad, anytime wey you wan go renew, if it possible make dem give you OQTF. They fit give you sortie. That one don dey now. Yes, one man don dey wey be say he beat him wife, he commit violence, and he gets a normal, I think maybe now 2 or 4 years when he gets, when he won't go renew. After we won't go renew, then they give him a CPC. After we started the fight, they even can't delay that CPC done well. After you fight, we can't go carry that. And they can't give him OQTF, sortie. So where they go? Because they not commit criminal acts. So even as you get your paper, still they maintain them. Still they maintain them. Stay away from all these criminal activities, civil wrongs, all these things. Stay away from them. Maintain your lane, because then they wait. So no problem that person go come. You when you get OQTF, driving and interdi, bam. Driving and interdi, please. Please don't try am. Driving and interdi, shuttling yourself, moving from one place to the other without your ticket is, please. If you decided to stay chunky. Observe it on the lowest key. And there are some people, if their cases are really severe, they go find the person, and if they find the person, they go carry the person, they go deport the person by themselves. So if you own still do it, say they give you the letter, we they know they find you, we they know they come, the police know they come, they knock for your door, say they won't come carry you. That means they still give you the chance. You can't stay low key, make you can't strategize yourself, make new plans, look for ways to help yourself to move forward. So I'll have to bring this video to an end now. So 1 or 2 things again, if I remember, I will bring it to us. But for now, please don't forget, comment, Tell me what you feel, what you want me to talk about. Like, share, and stay tuned for my next video. I remain your girls. $4, $4, $4. Hey, peace out. Stay safe out there. Bye.